Well, good morning, everybody. It's already a bad day. We haven't even left the yard yet. And I got one blowing hose. I had a broken sickle, like broken cutter bar, sickle bar, whatever you want to call it. And now I got this real hose that's blown. And you probably won't be able to see it very well, but it's right through here, and it's about a foot in there, and you can't get a wrench in there. So I cut me a shitty little access port right here, and I should be able to get it now. That I can actually get a wrench on the damn thing. What a stupid place. Bad. I don't know how I'm gonna get it off of there yet. I haven't quite figured that out. Did I get this loose? Yeah, I did. But I didn't quite make it. Should have cut my access hole just a little bit bigger. Stupid engineer. Can't even cut a good access hole. Anyways, the plan today is we would like to go try to finish cutting our spring wheat. If I can ever get this damn line out of here. I gotta make a new hose. I gotta hope that I have the right fittings because it is Sunday, August the 10th, I believe. Just no good day. I think it'll get better. Usually, oh good, it's just one of them. I got those. Come here. Come here. Now I gotta get it up through this oily fucking mess. What's holding it back here? Oh, some zip ties? Probably, yeah. I don't even know what that wire goes to. My flasher probably. Or something, or who knows. It's definitely pulled out. That's cute. Wonder how that happened. Huh, nice. It's a joke. Everything's just a joke. Could come up with better shit in my sleep. See, how you ever supposed to get on that? You know, do I gotta cut an access hole in this too? Just kidding, I know I can't do that. That'll be a bad deal. I hope you're looking into the sun like I am. You can't see nothing. Here we go. Maybe the last day of weed harvest. I don't want to jinx it. I did get that hose out and fixed. I did some silly goose stuff to make it work. Still ain't quite right, but it'll work for today. And I'll fix it properly when I get back. I also had to swap cutter bars because my cutter bar was broke, so I had to put the rusty coarse one in. So I have to get it all shined up a little bit before we get anything done. But neighbors are over there picking up oat swaths right now. I don't know if you can see them. They're right there. Probably not. They're kind of getting something done. So we're gonna go try to get something done too. So spring wheat harvest has begun, and I think it's gonna be pretty short-lived. Stuff's a little green on the end here yet. It's around 16%. Which is dry enough to put in a grain bin. Because the weather coming does not look great. So we're just gonna take it. Hello? Oh, there's not a great place to buy canvases. There's a outfit out of, I want to say Fargo. That's probably the cheapest. If you give me just a few minutes here, can I have a guy call you? Okay, he'll tell you exactly what you need. And what's that? No, that's not true. They make remans for them. I got a guy that can definitely help you out. It might take a day or two to get them, but Okay. Yeah, he will, because they'll make him to fit. But give me a few here, and I'll get you on the right track. Yep. Bye. I haven't recorded a whole lot today. We've just kind of been pulling piss. This week's about 16-17%, which is a little wet, but there's a lot of rain coming starting tomorrow night, so we're just taking it out. I'm getting my line straightened out. We were just right out there across the trees on the South 80. So I'm just using my same GPS line, getting her sorted out here, and my hopper's full. So thankfully there ain't much wheat in this goddamn muddy swamp down here. So Skylar's out there over there pouring piss, and Dylan's been dumping trucks like his life depends on it. So that's kind of how spring wheat's going. We're doing it. We're getting things done. We're just trying to get her covered. So hopefully I don't run over. My tank alarm came on a while ago, but I'm only taking a half a cut, so I'm not too worried. I need to get empty though before I go pissing around in too much mud here. So that side, everything went pretty good. Didn't have too much trouble over there. Love to see it. Yeah, that's what's going on.
That's pretty full, Skyler. We'll definitely have enough for that truck anyway.
So we're cutting pretty high. Like to cut high so we can strip till it. Strip till is better when you leave your stubble standing. You don't have such a mat down there. It'll help the ground dry out quicker too if we're not putting a bunch of residue back on top of it. So Skylar's putting his dingus out. He's gonna dump. I love weed harvest, man. It's my favorite. Go, Dylan, go.
Wait till after this little dip up here.
And then we're doing kind of some controlled traffic, trying to keep the grain cart using the combine tracks all the time, so he's got to go all the way around. But it keeps it from putting so much residue matted back on the ground, and it'll strip till way nicer. So I had the option today. I could have ran the 8250, but I didn't want to. I'd rather run this combine. It's because I like it better. You don't have so much shit going on around pushing buttons, and wow, that was a really bad turn, Casey. Come on, straighten yourself out. Come on, you can do it. Jeepers, leave a skip and everything, huh? Huh, that's what I get for doing it one-handed. What a beautiful evening to be cutting wheat. Alright, so we're on our last land pass here. Look at this. The old GF controls. Taking the full bite. Not leaving a skip. Forgive the mud, or the weeds here. This was a little muddy. A little wet for a while. But the old RTK works pretty good. Not bad for a steering motor. Actually really good for a steering motor. I shouldn't. Uh-oh. We're gonna plug it. Ah, it's a red combine. Yeah, there you have it, folks. If you're interested in a RTK system, let me know on Instagram. We'll set you up. This combine does have auto steer integrated, but we put this thing on for R&D. So I really wanted to get used to it, you know. So it's a great product. 10 out of 10 would recommend buying a steering system if you're in the market for one. $7,500 USD. Install super simple, calibration super simple. Love to see it. Love to see it. Well, we are still loading trucks on the road just because it is. It's just a little too soft to be pulling them in the field yet. So that's what we've been doing. It works pretty good. And we're pretty close to home, so that also helps. All this wheat's going in the bin. I think I'm shipping it to Ardent Mills here at some point, so that's what we'd be doing. A nice little 153 acre afternoon. Things went pretty smoothly. It's getting emptied out. Back in this swamp. This is spring wheat. I don't know how much this is going to make sense. I don't think we recorded a lot earlier, 10 days ago, when we started spring wheat, so I will do my best to record a bunch of this today. This is probably some of our wettest ground. It's going to be miserable. Look at the old 8120 just eating it up, eating it up. So we got a lot of potholes to cut around, but we are making dust. We'll just see how it goes. So, kind of a skeleton crew today for now. Everybody should be showing up here pretty quick. By skeleton, I mean it's just me out here. So, here we go. I gotta pay attention because the water's coming. Oh boy. Ooh, felt like we were going down there. Hope the view's good. don't have time to adjust it right now. Come on, sweet baby. Whew, that makes the guy so nervous. You just don't know when the old bitch is gonna go down on you. And I am getting pretty full. So we'll come back to this. We'll come back to this and clean up a little more of that weed. God damn it. Always has to happen in the mud. It's not a great place to sit. Come on. Oh shit. Better get out of here. I wish you could feel like the feel of these things when they start, like, you know, you're going down, you know? Man, oh man, is it ever a pucker factor. Woofda. Come around and if you can see where I cut a new land, come around that pothole. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. The pothole by the road, come around that and come down my land.
Go down right here where you cut.
Yep. You'll have to wait till I get by you to turn around. I've already found the mud. Something's acting goofy with the old GPS here. Well, things are getting pretty chopped up. He had a little trouble with his unloading auger, so haven't gotten a whole lot done here in the last hour, but I'm working in the mud, as you can see. I don't know, well, maybe you can't see. You'll see in a minute here when I get up to the water. This combine just does so much better in the mud. There's my tracks. Here's the water. Oh, she's dicey, brother. Oh. So much fun. Or there's no good system to do anything. Like, everything's just chopped up, working where we can. I don't know. I'm not as worried about this one. I do worry about that 8250. That thing just goes down like a boat anchor. This one does a lot better in the mud and the water. Come on, auto steer. Oh, for fuck's sakes. They don't know what to do in the mud either. I'm back wheels don't catch, you know, and then they can't figure out what to do because it just takes you all over, you know. We'll see though, we're clipping along about 4.2, 4.5, depending on. It is pretty nice threshing wheat. Today's a pretty good day for cutting. It's about, I don't know, 78. Nice little breeze. Humidity finally went down, so that's helped a lot. It is down in some spots. Thankfully, this stuff has been standing pretty good, which is kind of unusual. Alright, we're gonna kind of cut in a circle at this point now. Dumping away, dumping away. Yeah, ghost riding the whip, brother. Going sideways. Hey, now we got some traction. She is a bit gnarly out here. Biggest thing is to try to keep it from skipping, even if you're going sideways. Get over. I was gonna turn the radio up, but I don't want to get copyrighted. It's crazy how this wheat is finally kind of nice and so dry, or kind of, I don't know, I say so dry, but it's down to probably 14-15% today, which is pretty good. It's good enough to put on air, and been having a hell of a day. Well, probably because we're just goofing in the mud here again. Oh yeah. That'll do her, boys. That'll do her. We are in the fucking thick of it. I thought I had it engaged here, but maybe I didn't. It don't matter. Auto steer don't work very good when you don't have any traction in your back wheels. So, it don't matter what it is. Wowzers. Hope you guys can see those rods. 113% engine load. Lower daggum willing. Oh, see, there's what you're trying not to do, is make skips. When you're going through the mud like that, just try to hold her one way or another. There, now I think we can. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're back on track here. No, but we're still in the mud. It doesn't know what to do because it can't find traction. If I say that 50 times, maybe it'll find traction. I don't know what you do. You just ride it over, hit the brakes. That's why I went south and Laird went north, because I can go through the mud. There, can I use my GPS now? Thankfully. Solid water down there, where it was anyway. Now we're back in the mud. Whee! Bouncing over the roads and sprayer ruts, everything else in between. Did I drive through that? Yes, yes I did. I feel like going around. Yeah, anyways, drove through that. Pretty cool. So, we don't have much wheat left. We're about done. And this will be a wrap on spring wheat, so even better. It's probably muddy. And he said, looks like what you've been going through, you'll have no trouble getting this stuff. Yeah, probably right. Probably right. We'll get her cut out of here. Or at least a bunch of it. At least the wheat ain't worth the shit down here, so I go fast. Makes it way better. Sucks when you gotta go slow, it makes you more nervous. Yeah, I know, I can see you. Blah, blah, blah. Sure leaves a lot of skips. Oh my. This is kind of muddy. 112% engine load. Fuck's sakes. There we go. Got out of whatever that shit was.
Skyler, where can I jump on you? I don't... You know where you've been doing Casey. Basically just south of your path, where we're at. Better. On the south side of this one. Yeah. You park where you're comfortable and I'll drive up to you.
There's some water in my tracks. Oh boy. And we're going sideways. Even better. Yeah, I mean, it really does suck. Like, it really just sucks having to fuck around in the mud because it makes everything...
You want me to bring that number few truck down or what's the plan?
No, what little bit's left on the cart, or what little bit we got left can be carted home. It won't be that much.
Okay.
If you wanted to, you could dump one more in the bin. That'd be 3 loads then, wouldn't it?
That'd be 4 loads in there if I dump one in.
Oh, shit. All right. Never mind then.
I think I'll be able to bring it out now, Skyler.
Nice, look at all that flooded out corner. Love to see it. You love to see it. Alright, is there any wheat? Okay, there is some wheat left over here. I think we can get all this. There's a little wheat in there too, but it might not be worth fooling around for, you know. Some of this is just not even worth cutting. Get a coffee can or whatever. I came over here with an empty hopper. 3 bushel out of here. That's $12. So probably ended up burning more fuel driving over here to get it than it was worth. This is pretty good though. Hate to leave the good weed, you know. Whoa!
Casey, do you think you'll probably get all that corner?
I don't know yet. I haven't made it to the fence. I don't want to jinx it.
You definitely got a better chance than I do.
Right.
Well, I was starting to get into trouble is spots that were almost drowned out during the growing season. Watering the good wheat, that hasn't been an issue.
No, boy, I'm gonna get copyrighted for that too, whistling songs. Here. Try anyway. The worst part here now is I got, like, once I'm, you know, if I get going down, I got nowhere to go. So we're just gonna have to whip it good. We're gonna cut some corn. Cutting the corn. But I know it's dry right here, so. And I just cut down more dollars worth of corn than I picked up wheat in this whole corner. Alright, getting out of here. Okay, I got this whole corner. Now we'll see if I can get the other corner. I'm at my match here. A lot of water out here. Okay, time to quit. Bad enough fun for one day. She was wet. There ain't no wheat in that shit anyway.
I'm gonna leave you.
Well, that is a wrap on wheat. For the foreseeable future anyway. Dumped off on the grain cart. Skylar will get that home. We'll go from there. Oh man, they can't even hit the cart. Last dump of wheat for the year unless we accidentally stumble on some custom work or something. And we'd be done. Bounce our way out of here now in this lovely Ohio superhighway. If you know, you know. These are Ohio freeways, expressways actually. They make you pay a toll to drive on the road this nice in Ohio. Because everybody knows that Ohio's got the worst roads. Literally everybody knows that. And if you don't, you're a dumbass. Yep. That is the case. It's got to be done with wheat finally. It only took us 3 weeks or something. But we didn't have a lot of wheat this year either, so that helped. We had 2 combines make pretty quick work out of it. Did you see I bent that sign out of the way for you? You're welcome.